What is up, Capricorn? So I've been thinking about your reading over and over and over. Can't get over. I was making soup for my son, and I'm like, oh, this reminds me of the Capricorn reading where I was making the macaroni and cheese. Y'all remember that? The solving the mystery one. This has something to do with that. Maybe we're closing up this cycle, or a cycle that started then, or I know everything is connected, all the readings are all connected, but this has something to do with that mystery. We're going to find out. With the Nine of Swords, we're reliving past traumas. This is real stress, anxiety. You know, we'll use these for confirmation on what these cards are. I think this is, it's like we're not using our intuition. We're not being receiving. We're on the, maybe we are detoxing or releasing or really it's like we're opening up our eyes to something in the subconscious, and that's what we were talking about, something, and maybe we are just seeing this. It's as if we're finally recognizing our own fear, our own insecurities when it comes to us emotionally, like what really gets us to pop our top, in a sense. You know, with the Queen in reverse, her top is popped, so it's almost like you popped the top. Perhaps this was when you were the Tower, and this is, you're finally realizing it, and perhaps this is where it's like you gain power and realizing you are that Tower. This is where the growth comes. It's like, look, this growth comes from you. It's like we get higher by the loss. It's by losing or by falling from grace is how we get higher. It's like, maybe this makes us appreciate it more, the loss, or but we are seeing the fruits of our labor, and we have the fruits of our labor, but it's backed by this devil. So this is the Seven of Coins, which is sevens. I always say we're going inside, where this is introspection. You know, this is our hard work that we put into it, and what we come out of it. And she looks very happy, smiling, looking up to the future, to the spirit, like, thank God, like, so grateful, right? But it's as if it comes backed by, maybe this is desire or some kind of yearning or deep passion. You know, this could be some kind of destructive indulgence. We could be so indulged in this that it's like, oh, we need this, that this could be testing our willpower. Perhaps we are being tempted, or, you know, like there's this guy, and he has all these women, like, oh, I want you. He's being tested. It's almost like he's trying his hardest to flee off all these women, and these women are really trying to seduct him. This is testing the willpower. It's almost knocking us down. Perhaps this what knocked us off our chariot. You know, we could also be having car issues, and like get up and there's a dead battery, or our light, one of our lights are out. This could also, you know, and this reminds me, everything in the spirit, in the physical world, is something spiritual, whether it's our health, our car, whatever it is. You know how they say, oh, well, a cluttered mind brings a cluttered house. The same thing with your car. Like, if your car has a headlight out, perhaps you're not seeing things clearly. If we have a flat tire, perhaps we're not on even balanced. We're not even, you know, maybe we're not firing on all cylinders, something like this. And this is what's holding us back. You know, this is what's holding us back, or perhaps what's holding us back from getting what we want. It's as if it's right here, the Seven of Coins. This is the fruits of our labor, but it's as if we're coming from this, whatever is testing our willpower, is holding us back. It's like we're coming in, it's like we're coming into closed doors. We're coming into closed doors. Perhaps we're coming in as this chaotic force trying to break through this, you know, because we're coming from the Two of Pentacles, like this chaos, this imbalance. This is telling us to reassess our priorities, and perhaps this is what we're doing. We're reassessing these priorities, and almost like coming in as this chaotic force. You know, we're withstanding adversity. We're standing up as the Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. This is all that we went through, and this really reminds me of the Nine of Swords, which we started this reliving this past traumas. And when I picked this up, there's some kind of self-deception. You know, the Seven of Swords, there's this unfair bias. Perhaps we've been deceived, or we are deceiving ourselves. You know, with the Nine of Wands, we've been wounded. We've been hurt. You know, this is the wounded warrior. This is withstanding adversity. You know, this is holding our ground. This is standing up to whatever is ahead of us. You know, the nines is at the end. We're almost at the 10, which turns into a 1, which is bringing us to the next level. And this is where we get to the 3. You know, we're withstanding all these losses. You know, ask this Queen of Cups. And perhaps this is teaching us how to use our intuition, or this connecting us deeper to our intuition. We're gaining a new gift. You know, it's doing something with emptying, detoxing, clearing the emotions, something like that. Maybe it has something to do with our confidence. We have confidence. Let's clarify this Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups clarification. Okay, love. The House of Love. This is a butterfly, so perhaps this has to do with something changing. Maybe it's a moth going to the light, going to the House of Love. This is creating the House of Love. Creating a great big transformation, like changing everything. It's like, and it reminds me, I hear love is a battlefield. Oh, it is a battlefield. Okay, now about this Seven of Coins, or fruit of the labor. The Seven of Coins, okay, and then all this behind this. The Devil. And all that, and then what do we have for this loss and this gain with the Three of Wands? It's adversity. Nine of Wands. Okay, this well-being is happy in reverse. And on the bottom we have Princess of the Borderline. And there's no borders. Perhaps it's as if somebody forcefully, it's like we're not, maybe you have, or somebody has forcefully created some kind of boundary, like, now you got to get up and leave, or now you can't pass here, something like this, and maybe this needs to be done. All right, so the confidence did come up here first, which she's stopping and smelling the roses. Perhaps this is a gift. Someone says that she's coming from the storm. Now for the Seven of Coins, this fruit of the labor, we have the Sunshine Girl in reverse with the Knight of Coins. And it's almost as if we're forgetting. We're forgetting something that we're natural at. We're forgetting our natural abilities. You know, the Sunshine Girl, maybe we're lacking the sunshine. You know, it's in reverse. It's like, oh, you need the sun. Maybe the sun is healing. This is the fruit of our labor, and this Knight of Coins, he's working very hard, you know, night and day, every day, a little, like, step by step. And with the elephant, this has something to do with memory. This has something about really strong, forceful moving. You know, each step is heard. It's not only heard, but it's felt. And this is the work that we're doing to come into the sun or come out of its darkness. And this is telling us patience, the fruit of our labor. We keep on working hard and we'll get there. You know, something about the memory and the strength. Now for the devil, and the message that the devil is bringing about this destructive indulgence, these closed doors, you know, and reassessing our priorities, because this is testing our willpower. Now, this is bringing the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups, he's really unsure what to do with his emotions. He's almost like back and forth. It's almost like too heavy for him to hold, you know, all of this emotions. It's almost like too much for him or her. Almost looks like she does have boobs. But it's almost as if, you know, she has too much to handle. It's like too much, too much. Perhaps it is too much emotion, too much temptation, too much emotion with the Page of Cups, too much newness. With the Emperor in reverse, this almost brings me to like, I don't want to commit with the Page of Cups. He's really unsure. Perhaps it is too much emotion for him, that he almost has to, it's the Emperor in reverse. You know, he's no protector, he's no king. These are attributes that are lacking almost. It's almost like he's maybe too much emotion, or there's no commitment. It's like their beginnings. Maybe he's stuck on these beginnings. This could be you. And it says of what I want to feel. And this has the house reminding us of the love. Like, this is what we want to feel. This is the true intention to feel. Perhaps we have to, this is the Queen of Cups. Like, how much? Too much. Too much is too much. This is why she's dumping it. This is why she's releasing it. It's too much. And then we come to the attachment, number 14. And the King of Coins in reverse. So it's something that we've been holding on to for a long time. Perhaps our whole life, or something we became a master at. Perhaps this is someone, a king, someone who does something illegal. Perhaps this is the Emperor in reverse. You know, somebody trying to control us, somebody who is unfaithful, doesn't want to commit. You know, and it says we're turning our back to that, looking for a different attachment, or seeing what is attached. It's almost as if what's attached to us, or what we're holding, is attached to their brains somehow. You know, see this, that it's attached to us. She's holding this, and whatever is there is attached to their brain. I see this, and this is, it's like there's no balance without that other half. Or perhaps with this other half, it's creating a balance. Or this reminds me of this attachment with this devil. It's almost like really demonic or dark or devious with the King of Coins in reverse. It's like not good actions. It's like this chaotic force, how there's something really holding us back, testing our willpower, really tempting us to reassess our priorities to what we really want. What beginnings do we really want? And then look, we have this healing in reverse when it comes to relationships. Perhaps there's healing that needs to be done because there's bridges that were burnt or broken down. Perhaps bridges must be burnt down for this healing to occur. But the healing is needed. With it being in reverse, it's as if we're in a need for healing, or perhaps coming out of a healing period because we burnt down these bridges. Perhaps we're healing, looking for healing to rebuild these bridges, or in order for the healing, we must rebuild the bridge. You know, this is the bridgeway to the healing, to the love, to the connection, you know, to the happiness, to the well-being, since this is in reverse. You know, we're trying to come into happiness, to love, into this house, you know, to fill our cup. And this is the whole thing. Perhaps we are reliving past trauma. That's this heavy, this strong, what we're carrying here that's really putting us in the dark, you know, keeping us away from the sunshine. You know, we're staying in the dark with this mask. It's as if we have no eyes, this self-deception. And with the justice in reverse, you know, the scales are in balance. There's an imbalance here. With the Three of Cups, this is excessive expectations. So perhaps we should, you know, this is notable growth. You know, we're getting here. With this Nine of Wands, we're almost there. This is really holding our ground, regardless of the losses, you know. Regardless of the closed doors and all these temptations, it's as if we're really trying to come in balance. Perhaps this is us releasing something physical to come into balance, to a new attachment. You know, it's like because what we're holding is too heavy, perhaps. You know, but confidence is the key to this love, to this house of love, to the healing, to building a bridge, you know. Because we're reaping our rewards, releasing all of the emotional, you know. And I see the love and the mother. So perhaps there is a creation, or you are the mother. You must mother something. Look, because there's the Seven of Coins again. 2 times we have the Seven of Pentacles. With the Seven of Coins, and he's really, you know, he's looking at all that's attached to him. You know, again, this is all he's growing. You know, with the Four of Wands, this is coming in together, but we have this self-reliance. You know, it's no codependency. It's like I bring and you bring. It's like I bring the tables and the chairs, you're bringing all the food and the drinks. You know, we together make a feast. And that was that the Queen of Wands on the bottom? Yes, it was. And you see this? It's almost like this is your divinity or your royalty. It's like your royal, the Queen of Wands, and she's coming with this force, this power, this confidence, this love, this intuition. You know, this is a desire, a passion. It's like coming in with this big backdrop and, you know, all eyes on me type. This is, you know, this Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants and she won't stop until she gets it. And this is this. You know, we see it. We see it in our hands and we're getting it despite of the temptations or the distractions or whatever's behind us. It's as if what we wanted, we got it. And the love is in reverse. The 8 of Coins comes after the 7. This is something that we've been working hard for a long time. The Knight of Cups is this flow and attraction. So perhaps there is a new love coming with the moon again. Something I am recording this on the full moon of Scorpio, so perhaps this does have something to do with the choice that we're making regarding this mystery that's being resolved, this fear, the subconscious, you know, whatever is unknown. This confidence, how to be like this Queen of Wands, you know, getting to what we gotta get. And the power within us. And this has something to do with getting what, you know, our wish. From the last Capricorn reading. Something about the mystery. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you're not yet a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to get notified. Join our lives almost every morning, weekdays. And to be a member, all the information is in the description box. You can also hit join to be a member. And yeah, for personal readings, hit up my email. Love y'all. Thank you.